And you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
Housing is booming. Consumer spending is booming. Automobiles are booming. I mean, just booming.
It's just booming. Booming, really. Well, it's not true. What's booming is debt. People don't have any money to go buy stuff. It's all about debt. You know what people don't realize about the stock market? And the stock market's the best place in the world. Because with the click of a mouse, you can change your mind. If you buy a house and you get into a bad deal, it takes time, doesn't it? A lot of time. Buy a car, same thing. You made a mistake. But the beautiful thing about the stock market, with a click of the mouse, you're out of your deal. You can turn around, go the other way. And the beautiful thing about the stock market, as I tell you every day, you don't have to worry about the market going down. In fact, you're going to be so excited when the market goes down. You are. Trust me. Once you learn how to short a market, you're going to be so excited. And shorting the market is really simple. But the trouble with the market, there's about $30 trillion in the market. But you know, if it wasn't for the stock buybacks, the market would have collapsed by now. The only thing that's holding up the market is stock buybacks. It's the biggest bubble in the world. And that's okay. Let them keep blowing the bubble up. And the problem they got, when this bubble blows up, there's nowhere to go because they have no money. The Federal Reserve cannot lower rates. So usually when the market collapses, they can lower rates from 5%, keep lowering them down. People go buy stuff, and and you can survive. You can stimulate the economies to start moving back up. We don't have that luxury anymore. When you're at zero rates, you are screwed because you cannot do anything about your recession. So what they're doing, that's why they keep doing stock buybacks, and they just don't stop. Stock buybacks are supposed to be for about 6 months. When Obama put it together with Bernanke. 6 months. Are you kidding? Right now, they're hooked. They're like heroin addicts. They're hooked. They can't stop because 10% of the population gets 80% of the stock gains. 10% of the population get 80% of the stock gains. So the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and the middle street really gets screwed. The middle class really gets hurt. They don't gain. But the 10 percentile, think about it, 80% of the gains. We had over 400% gains in the stock market since 2009. 400%. All went to 10% of the population. 10% of the population gets 80%. 80% of the population gets about 2%. They control about 2% of the gains. Nothing. So not a lot of people are in the market. Very few people. If you took the people who are in 401ks out, there hardly be anybody in the market. But the real problem with the market today is not only the stock buybacks, but we have a problem. We don't have enough money coming into the market. That's right. Instead of having investors coming in and plowing money back into the market, we have stock buybacks. That's what's pushing the market up, but nobody wants to talk about it. Now, we have seen We haven't seen this since 2008, 2009, where the market is really absent of investors and money. Money's flowing out. We got more money going out than in, and that's why the stock buybacks is masking that, and why the guys on these fake business news networks can sit there and lie to you.
As you get into the spring, I think we'll see a very strong recovery.
How can you say there's a very strong recovery? Are you kidding? With the debt that's out there, there's no strong recovery. But it doesn't matter to us, because as long as they keep pushing the stock market, as long as they keep doing stock buybacks, we'll just keep making money. And here's another problem with the market nobody realizes. And it's not that there are problems with the market. It's just telling you why you got to learn how to sell a stock short. Because what I am talking about right now is going to change, and the market's going to go down. Now, it may not go down for years. I don't know. It could go down to Monday morning. But as long as we keep doing stock buybacks, they can keep the market going up. And the market is living on stimulus. And as long as we have a Marxist regime and they're going to give free everything to everybody, you got to print all that money. And again, don't worry, you don't have to worry about inflation. That's interesting, isn't it? People keep talking about all this money they're printing. They printed what, $3 trillion in the last 8 months, 6 months, something like that, $6 trillion. They're saying it's inflationary. It's not inflationary. The problem is we have very little inflation because we don't have people spending money. They got to go spend money. When you print a lot of money and you put it, say you print $10 million and you put it over here in the corner. Well, if someone's not spending it, there's no inflation, right? And you want inflation because you want prices to inflate. You want people to make more profits. The economy does better when things are inflating. But we don't have inflation because people aren't spending, because that money is sitting there pretty much dormant, or it's going to areas of the economy that don't grow, like to these different socialist deals they're going to be doing. But 6 stocks, think about it, 6 stocks, Facebook, Netflix, Google, Amazon, they contribute 40% or $9 trillion to the market that's worth $23 trillion. So think about that. You got 494 stocks, right? Or say 500 stocks, $23 trillion. $9 trillion is just what? 6 stocks, or 40%. There's your problem right there. And I told you this in 2018, it's going to be those stocks that are going to take us down. Because when the economy keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and people just aren't spending because they can't, and they have so much debt. See, when you get too much debt, when there's so much debt piling up on you, you just can't spend. And that's where we're headed right now. We're not getting a lot of spending because people have too much debt. So when you got just 6 companies, they're holding up 494 other companies. And think about this. The S&P 500, 33% of the companies are in the hole, meaning negative cash flow. They're not making enough cash flow. The only way they're being propped up is by the Federal Reserve coming in, printing money, okay, and then giving that money. They go and take that money and they buy their debt from them, or mortgages or whatever, so they can have cash. So we got QE holding up the market on one side, okay, and this at some point, this is all going to stop. It's all going to stop. So when you got 6 stocks holding up as well the market, and you got QE holding up the market, that's called a bubble. That's called you're in deep doo-doo. I mean, 6 stocks holding up the whole stock market? Are you kidding? So, yes, in the last 6 months, they printed $3 trillion because they had to bail out the banks. And they had to bail out these large corporations. They had to buy their debt off of them so they wouldn't go down. So when you hear what a great shape the recovery is in the economy, none of it's true. But as long as they can't raise rates right now, so that means as long as rates at 0, there's going to be more stock buybacks. Market's going to keep going up, And you should be trying to make money in this market. You just got to know when to get out. And that is easy. That's easy. Your kids could do that. More when I get back. Please remember St. Jude. Help them out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, St. Jude, help them out. This pandemic has really hurt them, and they need your help. And I can help you. Like my members, the only time they give money, okay, is when they make money. And that's our job here, to make sure they're making money. And the only way you're going to make money in the stock market is if you know when to get out of stocks. A 401k person is screwed because he never is told when to get out of a stock. God, that is terrible about 401ks. Think about it. You're never told. And imagine how they screwed people from a defined guarantee benefit plan, where you were guaranteed, you worked hard, you contributed, you took care of your boss, you made sure you gave him a good day's pay, a good day's job, he gave you a good day's pay, and everything was fine with pensions. It's when they went to the 401k, when you weren't guaranteed retirement anymore. And they stripped all the jobs overseas. They want to fix this economy. Stop with the QE. Stop with the socialism. Just bring back the pensions. People work. Look, this socialism doesn't work. It's a system that allows those who don't want to be just average, who want to achieve through hard work and sacrifice, build wealth. Capitalism is a great system. It is. If you don't want to be average, what a great system. You want to achieve, no better system. If you're willing to sacrifice. It's truck drivers, elevator technicians, machinists, food service workers. These are all good people. And they want to achieve, they want to do better in their lives. But they want to be independent. They don't depend on anybody but themselves. As I said, look, they just want to give someone an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. Well, shouldn't they get a pension instead of a 401k? This is where the system's breaking down. If it wasn't for that, nobody would care about socialism. But people are going towards socialism because we don't have pensions anymore. People are scared. That's why they're going towards socialism. If you put pensions back in, there'd be no talk of socialism. You could take AOC and all that group and Bernie Sanders and send them to Venezuela or Cuba. Give them a house on the beach down there. Then they take the beach away from them and they'll figure out how great socialism is. Unbelievable. But capitalism is a great system if you want to work. But at the end of the day, when you work hard and you finish and you're heading towards retirement, why shouldn't you have a pension? That, to me, it says it all. Give people a defined guarantee benefit plan. They'll work for it. Americans want to work. They don't want to be on the dole. The guys on the dole are the politicians. Bernie Sanders never had a job in his life. Look at Biden. 45 years. He's been living off of you and me. He's never accomplished a thing in his life. But these 401ks, if they want to contribute, they want to do something, get rid of the 401k and go back to the pension, damn it, and we'll be okay. Everything will be okay. But people are scared now. And because of that, we're no more number one in the world. Can you imagine? They're telling how great the economy is. We have 69,000 bridges. They're ready to fall into the creek. Can you imagine? 69,000 bridges ready to fall right in a creek. And we're supposed to be number one. Number one, my foot. Are you kidding? We're 24. Okay, in quality, or in bridges, we're number 7 in literacy. We're number 27 in math, 22 in science. What the hell happened here? This is crazy. This is insane. And the government, you're going to want socialism? You're going to work, depend on the government? The federal government is so incompetent, does little well, it's slow, it's insufficient, it's compromised a bunch of incompetent, lazy bureaucrats who could not make it in the private sector. They couldn't make it in the private sector. So as a result, our free market capital system has turned into a rigged market system. So we have all kinds of widespread fraud. Look what's going on with our politics, our votes. We have tremendous fraud in the stock market. But that's terrific, though. You want fraud in the stock market. Because if you just have fraud in the stock market and keep doing stock buybacks, you don't have to know anything about a company to make money. You just make sure you go in. Are my charts, is it green? Is money going in? Look, for example, MPC. That's one of ours. Now, MPC, we bought it when nobody else bought it. We started to buy it when nobody wanted these oil stocks. That's a refiner. And right now, we're up 15%. 15%. Now, I'm not saying every gang member's up 15%, but that's when it turned green. Okay? 15%. But now, what good is that? How come 85% of people lose money when they're up 15% in the refiner, MPC? We're up in Halliburton. We're up 14% in Halliburton from the day it turned green. Well, see, there's the problem. You can say I'm 14% in Halliburton, up 15% in the refiner, MPC. Wells Fargo, when that pulled back, nobody wanted it. We bought it. Wells Fargo, now we're up about 6-7% in Wells Fargo. But the key to the three stocks, whether you're up 14%, 6%, 15%, the key to it is to get out. Know when to get out. Once you know when to get out, it is easy. Your 401k, you cannot, they'll never tell you when to get out. And yet you stay in a 401k. That's stupid. You just sit there waiting to lose money. You're just sitting there for the market to blow up, and you're going to sit there and watch it go down. You're going to keep calling your broker, what should I do? He's going to say you're doing just fine. But can you imagine just pushing a little button? And you can make money on the way down. And all these stocks that we're up in, these three stocks, 6%, 14%, 15%, even if they're all 5%, we are going to hold on that money and make more money on the way down. That's the position you want to be in. We'll be right back after this break. Join my gang. It's free for 10 days. Get your color-coded chart in your membership. Please remember St. Jude.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to my gang, Phil's Gang. You know, it's pretty easy to join the gang. There's no contract. Just join for 30 days. And when you join for 30 days, what you do is we have a portfolio of stocks we've had for years. And you just, at 2 o'clock, we post a video on our stocks in our portfolio. And for the 10 days, it's free. And you get, remember, the color-coded chart, we'll show you how to use it, and a membership. For 10 days while it's free, you watch, take 2 or 3 stocks, and just watch the video and do exactly what the video tells you. And you'll see, you make money. But the key is when the stock goes down. And everybody won't, people are so afraid to do that. It just drives me nuts. I mean, give you an example. We just bought the other day a nice little stock. Now remember, I know the markets, we're going to have the biggest crash ever. I know that. It started in 2018, January 2018. Sometimes it takes 2-3 years for a market crashes. They don't, everybody thinks like in 1987, I went out to lunch, I came back from lunch, and the market was down 700 points. It's not how it works. Markets take a long time. They're like turning to Queen Mary. But when a market crashes, you have the same signals all the time. And boy, do we have the same signals as we had in 1929 right now. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy a stock. So we bought Coupon. Now, think about it. The stock dropped 80%. And if I go and I look at it, back in October 28th, it was red. It was right around $19. So we just bought it the other day when it was around $25. Now you're going to say, well, why didn't I buy it at 19, or why didn't I buy it at $20.85, or why didn't I buy it at $24.73 or $25.79? Because it was red going up. And when it's red, the candlesticks are red going up. Remember, we designed it this way. When your candlesticks are solid red going up, that's our color technology. Candlesticks are red going up. And it's telling you there's not enough money coming in. It means anytime you get in then, and you get into stock, you think you're doing well, you can lose all your money. But once it turns green, and it did, and it turned green around $25.17. Now remember, we could have bought it at $18, but we didn't. Because think about this. It has a higher probability of going to $60 from where we bought it at $25 than if you bought it around $19, $18. Now think about that again. The way it works is I have a higher probability. We got in the stock around $25. We got a higher probability of getting to 60 than you getting into the stock at 18 to get to the 60. Why? Because when we got in, it's telling us there's enough money coming in from the institutions. If you got in, now sometimes you're lucky. You'll get in, it goes up, right, and it's red, and then it turns green. So you made money. But that luck always runs out. It's just like every Friday I tell my members, take your profits, take your profits. You never know what's going to happen over the weekend. You just never know, right? And it's the same thing when you're trading a stock, you're investing in a stock, and you want to be a long-term investor, be in a stock for 4, 5, 6 months. And that's about the average now. There's no more getting in stocks. The institutions don't buy companies in them for years anymore. They do exactly what we do. You do a position trade, you're in for 4 to 5 months, or you do a swing trade, you're in for 4 to 5 days, or you do a day trade, you're in for 4 to 5 minutes. And we have each chart is designed to take care of each one of those goals. So this stock now has turned green, and it's going from $25, and the high on it today was $28.25. Now, that's about 8%, 12%. 12% in 3 days. So let's cut it in half. We got 6%, because I don't know if all gang members got it at the same time, 6%. What's wrong with a 6% in 3 days? What is wrong with that? But here's what's better. When it's going to go back down, we just switch our position, takes 2 seconds, hit a button, and you're on your way down making money. You can't do that with your 401k. You don't have investment options. You got few in a 401k. I mean, 401ks are horrible. Horrible. My God. The poor people that are in these things. And they think they're going to retire with their 401k. No, you'll never retire in your 401k. It won't work. Because you'll always end up in a crash. Most people, before they retire, they never end up with that pot they think they're going to have in their 401k. Because first of all, they're not going to end up with a pot because the fees are too high. That's number one. The fees are so high. When you got 27 hidden fees, you got to be kidding me. And, once the responsibility of having this adequate income was shifted to the employee from the employer, meaning you went from a pension to a 401k, it was over. They added 27 hidden fees to screw you right out of the gate. So in the end, 75% of Americans are going to be dependent on Social Security. They don't even understand that. They think they're going to be dependent on their 401k. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And the problem is when you're young, retirement seems like a million years away. Million years away. So people don't save. And right now, people, they don't save. They live paycheck. How can they save? 75% of the people live paycheck to paycheck. They don't save for retirement. So, again, you don't have, the problem is you're not going to make it, okay, with Social Security. It's not going to provide enough income for you. You may pay a few bills, that's about it. And your 401k, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. You should got to try something else. 401k doesn't make retirement easy. Are you nuts? What are you, nuts? So, again, the fees are too high. There are two types of fees you pay in your 401k. You get the investment fees and administrative fees. Now, the investment fee will depend on the specific funds you choose and their ratios, how expensive they are, their expense ratios. Well, the administrative, but the other is just going to be a function of what your plan charges for the benefit, which they don't give you much of a benefit. So if you're in a 401k and administrative fees exceed 1% mark, it's a sign that you're being charged way too much. So please remember that. If you're in a 401k and the administrative fees exceed the 1% mark, it's a sign you're getting screwed. You're getting screwed. And remember, the companies are there to make sure you get screwed because they have a deal with the mutual fund industry. The mutual fund industry that provides them these mutual funds, they get big kickbacks. So they always make sure your fund is one of the worst. And also, they get you on the long vesting schedule. The money you contribute to your 401k out of your own paycheck is yours, no matter what, right? But the money your employer contributes on your behalf, that may not be yours for a long, long time. It all depends on your vesting schedule. And, sometimes, people don't even check it out. You think, gee, it's 3 years. And you're going to find out, no, you didn't read the fine print. It's 6 or 7 years. They always try to design the vesting schedule because they know exactly the average length of time a worker is employed. They always try to move it just a little bit above it to screw you. What a deal. 401ks, are you nuts? They really suck. They're really bad.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020. Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. It's free for 10 days. Get the color-coded technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, when not to add, when to short, and when to run like hell. It is easy. Every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio, and we do a video on each stock in our portfolio. Did anybody do that for you? I don't think so. Check it out. And when you do start making money, please remember St. Jude. Look, we're talking about this weekend. You should think about, go look at your 401k. And go look at your investment fee and your administrative fee and see what they're charging you. Now remember, the investment fee, like I said a moment ago, is going to depend on the funds you choose and whatever their ratios are, expense ratios. But go look at the administrative fees, okay? The administrative fees are a joke. It's a function of what your plan charges just for the benefit of being in it. Go check it out. It's a joke. And do this one thing for me. Check and see if your administrative fees exceed 1%. Check it out. If it does, you're really being screwed. Now, you can go to an IRA, but what you get, all an IRA does for you is they still suck. It just gives you have a little more alternatives what you can do with investments. They give you a little more investment choices, that's all. When it's all said and done, if you really want to make money in the market, just go buy the spiders, the S&P 500. Anyone who buys the spiders, you're talking about an average of about 7 to 8% return a year. You'll never get that in a 401k. And forget this matching. This matching is a joke. If you went to the work job and they're going to match you, well, if you worked at the company, you'd find out that job was $65,000, but because they're matching you, they drop it to $55,000. You think big companies have a heart? What are you, nuts? You think a big company has a heart? They always try to get rid of you. This is insane. So if you go to the Spiders and you just put, like I said the other day, you start out with $1,000. You're young. You just start working. $1,000. Put $100 away for 35 years. If you do that with a 401k, and I gave you the wrong number yesterday, okay, you're going to make at the end of 30 years, let's see, it was 200. I had the wrong number. You're going to make about $75,000, $80,000 less. So again, $1,000 you start with, $100 a month. Do that for 35 years. Do that with the Spiders. At the end of the day, you're gonna walk away with about, let's just be conservative. Say you're gonna walk away with about $55,000 more. Why? Because you don't have those crazy fees. $55,000 more. Why would you want to give up $45,000 or $55,000 in fees? And this doesn't even count the hidden fees. They're terrible. If you just take your Spiders and and the beautiful thing about the Spiders, when the market starts going down, crashing, you make money on the way down. And stop listening to these annuities. Every Saturday I hear it when I'm driving around. Yeah, we got the plan for you. When the market goes up, you make money. When the market goes down, you don't lose money. If that was the case, you think I'd be sitting here? I'd be on my yacht. Can you imagine coming out? How disrespectful that is of people. They think people are that stupid to think, okay, I got a plan for you. When the market goes up, you're going to make money. And when the market goes down, you don't lose money. And people believe it. You wouldn't believe the people that fall for it. And do they get screwed big time? Because what they don't understand is when the market goes down, when it starts going back up, all it is an insurance policy. You have to buy an annuity. You just go buy an insurance policy. It's the same thing. When the market starts going up, read the fine print. You're limited to your gains on the way up. So, okay. So let's say you got $100,000 in the market. It goes down. And you didn't lose anything. Okay. Now it goes back up $100,000. Well, you're limited to probably 2% of that. That's all. You don't get it all. How do you think they can guarantee you that when the market goes down, you don't lose money? Think about it. How do you think they can guarantee you when the market goes down, you don't lose money? Because what they do is screw you when the market goes back up. And if it goes up 30%, you don't get 30%. You get 2 or 3%, maybe 5% if you're lucky. The house keeps the rest. And that's why the insurance companies have such big buildings. Ever notice whatever city you go into, the insurance companies are the biggest and the tallest and the fattest buildings? Because people believe the commercial, if the market goes down, you don't lose money. The market goes up, you make all kinds of money. But they don't tell you about the fine print. When the market goes back up, yeah, you didn't lose money on the way down, but you sure as hell don't make any money away. You think, oh, boy, look at it. The market's up 40%. Boy, I'm rich. Then you go check it out. What do you mean I'm only getting 3% of that, 5% of it? Read the fine print. Look, the market is probably one of the best markets we've ever had. I know it is. I've been in the market. I've been on this earth for 74 years. I've been in the market for, 50 years. I've seen it all. In the market right now, if you want to make money, this is the best place in the world. Why? Because all they're doing is printing money and giving it to the CEOs to buy their own shares to push the stock prices up. Even if a company loses $10 million, their stock's going to keep going up. And then the countries now, they're so stuck now doing this, they can't get out of it. And when the next crash comes, you want to know how to short. Because, see, when crashes come, if they have interest rates at 5%, they can keep cutting rates to make sure the crash isn't that bad. But when you have zero rates and the market crashes, you're going to see a fire drill like you never saw before. And don't you want to just be able to push a little button and you're making money on the way down? You sleep at night. Do you really think that this market being up over 430% since 2008 is not setting up for a correction? What are you, nuts? The only reason why the market keeps going up is because of the stock buybacks, because of the QE. If it wasn't for that, matter of fact, the S&P, as I said, if you go look at the S&P is trading today at 3,550. Oh, it's really coming down. 3,550. The QE, if I took away all the QE money they put in, it'd be half of that. Half. So that's the bubble. That is the bubble we're talking about. And if you go look on any chart, you'll see right now the stocks, like you take the S&P, is up. But you go look at the banks, are down. You go look at the mid-size stocks, symbol IWM. They're up, but the small mid-size banks are down. Wait a minute, you can't have the stock market ahead of your banks. If you have the stock market higher than your banks, you are so screwed. You understand? That doesn't make any sense. That's called a bubble. You can't have your stock market higher than your bank. Your banks have to lead. But it doesn't matter to us because we're just going to simply short the stock. And all those people, all you people that are in Facebook and Netflix, you made all that money. You should be cashing out. You should be cashing out. The glory days are over. In 2013 to right before the pandemic, that's when you made your fortune. People who are getting in these stocks now, you are nuts. You are absolutely nuts. It's over. You're nuts. You should be taking the money out of those stocks and rotating out of those big tech stocks. And you should be looking for putting money into, like I said, the spiders and short them. Or take gold. Gold's beautiful. When gold gets hurt, when they crash gold, when they're forcing gold down, just short it. That's what we're doing right now. Wait till it comes back, then we'll go long. Doesn't it make sense if you have a car that goes forward and you can put a car in reverse? Doesn't it make sense to have a stock you can go forward and put in reverse? Why is it that you sit there with stocks in a 401k and you do nothing when they go down? You get killed. And you don't even want to. And then when your statement comes in the mail, you don't even want to look at it. You stick it in a drawer. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Go check it out tonight. And it says Working Investor Pro 2, free for 10 days. And when you do make money, just please remember to help St. Jude. It works. See you on the charts. Have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.